All right, folks, here's our Canvas homepage. This is a quick video on how the modules are going to work for you. I'm going to just walk you through those pretty quickly. You got your navigation for the course right here, home modules. You can get to a module directly from here, or it's just easier. I have everything linked, so just click on a module button, and when the module is opened, you'll be able to see it from here. Syllabus, you can always reach back into that if you have a question about something. Your grades will be posted here. I grade discussion board. You need to score 5 points or higher in the discussion board to keep the points you have attempted or earned in the quiz. It's really important. They go hand in hand, and you have to participate in the discussion board. You have to answer the questions that I'm posing to keep your quiz points. All right, very important here. I give people a whole week to complete the discussion board. So let's say you are in module 3, that opens up on a Friday night at 5. Then 2 closes. At that time, I can hop in and start grading, but not before 3 opens. So the grades tend to fall out the following week. I always have them done before Module 3 closes or the next one. But just know that your grades will post as soon as I get to it, and it's generally a week behind. If you want to open up comments in your settings for Canvas, I generally have a comment along with the points for the discussion board, but that's not required. I do read every discussion board and every post you make. All right, let's take a look at how a module will work here. So when you click on that button, this will take you to first the introduction page. This tells you what the movie is for the week, just to remind you. It's also in the syllabus. And then these are the things that I'm asking you to do for the week. And then you have a date here. So this just resets in your mind what we're doing for this week. All you got to do then is click next. This whole thing's pre-programmed. It's pretty well set up. And that's going to take you to the housekeeping page. You want to hit the housekeeping page. I'll either have bullets here or I'll have a video. And this is where I get to bring up the whole class if we're having an issue. So if something didn't work, if we're as a class not doing what I need to have you do within a chapter, or if it's just simply to say that things are on track. I try and cut this just before the beginning of every module. So this is an important one. This will also tell you if things have changed, if the movie has changed, why it's changed, what's coming up, how soon before the midterm. These tend to be 2 or 3 minutes, pretty short, but they're really important for your attention. Once that's done, we get into, I always have a lecture. These are the things I want you to pick up based on the movie that I'm asking you to watch right here. I tend not to recut these lecture videos because pretty much everything I want you to learn from To Kill a Mockingbird this semester is going to be the same for next semester. So these get updated less frequently, and then only if I'm changing a certain learning aspect from here. Once you get done with the lecture, then you click next, and here's the second part of the learning. So you have my lecture, and then here there's generally some kind of context videos that I'm going to ask you to take a look at. In this case, we're looking at traditional story arc, and I break that out from the lecture because it stands alone and it's pretty important. Besides that, here's the textbook. There's a link to that. Click that. It will download the PDF. And then here's the information, what I'm asking you to read. So this week, Mechanics of Story Plot. The pages are 33 through 38. It's not a ton of stuff. That, coupled with the lecture and any context videos, this is where either the discussion board's questions or quiz questions come from. It's any of these 3 areas, so you want to make sure that you visit all 3. And then next again, Now's the time to watch the film. You have enough information. You know what I'm asking you to look for. You go watch the film. And then you're ready to hit the discussion board. That's not published yet because it's before this module is active. But here's what it looked like. So this is just a still capture from the board. This is what you'll see. You won't see anybody's posts underneath it yet because you need to look at this and you have to post before you have access to your colleagues' posts. Generally, what I'm asking you to do is take a look at some image or some scene from the film, and then I want you to write 2 paragraphs. There's generally 2 questions, 1 paragraph apiece. And what I recommend you do is you write those in a Word program off to the side in case you have any technical problem uploading it. You always have that. You can do your spell check there. Break it into 2 paragraphs. You don't have to go nuts. This is not a 10-page paper. But the way that I'm asking these questions gives me a good indication of what you're getting out of the film. Did you watch the film? They're not things that you can just Google and get an answer to. I'm asking you specifically to look at something in the film that I've identified and I want you to take a look at. Make sense? So there's your discussion board for week 7. Now, again, I'm gonna restate this because people they just tend to forget it. This is worth 10 points. So your initial post, when you answer these 2 questions with 2 paragraphs of your own, that's worth 6 points. And don't be misled by the numerical value. The importance of the discussion board, it's very important, is to show me that you watched the film and that you're understanding what I'm asking you. That will get you 10 points, 6 for your post, and 2 for each of your colleagues' posts that you make to their. And when you have 5 or greater on the points, then you get to keep the points that you're going to earn in the quiz. Does that make sense? I hope so. I hope so. If we do a couple of these, it will make sense. Once your discussion board is done, you can launch into the quiz. Your quiz will be done here. There's generally 30 minutes to do it. There's 8 questions. The total is worth 40. 40 here, 10 in the discussion board. This is how we get to 50 points for each regular module in the week. Tells you when it's done, and here we go. It's locked. The discussion board is locked after 5 p.m. on the 27th here. It's also locked until the 20th. So after March 27th at 5 p.m., I don't control this. It's all pre-programmed. It shuts down, never to be opened again. All right, once that's done, you get a simple summary here. This is what you've done. And then you're ready for next week's module. Okay, hope that makes sense. That's how a module works. Any questions, let me know. Now take a look at the points calculation if you're interested. Goes into a little bit more detail. And from there, any Canvas tutorials, and then move right into Module 1. All of Module 1's due this Friday. Okay, thank you.